Hello, everyone. We are back and better than ever. Thank you for waiting these 3 months until our long awaited return has come. Now, I'm Connor Hext. Obviously, you guys know that. We got Dakota here sitting to my right, and also to my right and Dakota's right is Eric Nortman.
Wow.
Wow, guys. How does it feel to be back?
Unreal, really. I didn't think that we would ever come back. Honestly, after taking a 3-month break, I thought this was over.
After Eric's battle with his heroin addiction.
Right.
And
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Oh, my bad. No, it's fine. You'd be open to talking about that, right?
Yeah, the heroin's gone. It's all gone. The veins are cleared.
How are your your scars?
You know, they're not showing too much. I did it between the toes, so that way scars wouldn't be an issue.
So, yeah,
Ooh.
Eric started doing heroin, and I wanted to learn more about it, but I didn't want to start doing it myself. So I thought the next best thing would be to watch Breaking Bad and about meth, because they're the same thing. So,
But I started watching Ozark, which is about heroin. So I am learning all about what Eric's going through, all the trials and tribulations, and yeah. So anyways, I guess enough about Eric.
Fuck me.
What's been happening these past 3 months? Well, a lot has happened. See, when's the last time we recorded an episode?
it's right after New Year's.
Right after New Year's?
Yeah, it was either January or February.
Okay. So what we've learned so far in this new year of 2020 is that 2020 sucks. It is the
Objection.
worst.
2020 sucks so far. I think the second half of
So
2020
far.
is gonna-
That's true. That's true.
every little thing that's been pushed off, postponed, is going to happen in the second part of the year, and I think it's going to be jam-packed, full of fun stuff. Have an incredible time.
Here's my question to you on that. If something is a turd and you polish a turd, it's still a turd in the end.
Why would you
No.
polish a turd?
Mythbusters did it.
What?
They did.
How do you polish a turd?
You roll into a ball and then you polish it.
I mean, you
you
can
have
do
to
it.
bake
I
it
mean,
first, like
I
hard-
disagree with that take, though.
I do
Why?
too.
Well, it's like someone who turns their life around. 2020 can turn their life around.
Yeah, but think about it this way: if you're judging a whole year, you have to take it in its entirety. So if you have mega crap down low, but you have ultra highs, they balance out to meh.
All right, so quite literally, 2020 is this glass right here in front of me. For the listeners, I know you can't see it, but it's about 3/4 full, 1/4 empty. And if you think about 2020 so far, we're about a quarter through the year, a little over a quarter. That first quarter has sucked.
And empty.
It's literally been empty, full of nothing. Nothing's been going on. It kind of tasted bad. It's like an invisible pocket of air that when you drink it, it kind of tastes like a fart or something.
You know, yeah, like the keg's only spitting out foam right
There
now.
you go. That's exactly
Right.
what it
And
is.
all of a sudden, when this stuff ends, it's gonna start spitting out beer. Just nice, cold, refreshing beer.
Smooth.
And everyone's just gonna take it in, just take it all in, and just get high on life, baby.
So the question then, agreed, that can happen. The question is that when does that foam turn to actual beer? Because if it turns to beer in October, then it's still shit beer. Or
Hey, but back to your reference. It's still beer. Even though it's foam right now, it's still beer. You know, just like if you polish a turd, it's still a turd. Well, good beer's still good beer,
Maybe
even
it's
if it's
pizza.
foam for now.
Maybe it's pizza, and maybe you're carrying that pizza, and then you drop it on the ground.
as the one who started this analogy, I have lost track of it.
It's pizza now.
I think it all makes sense.
You dropped the pizza, but you didn't drop all the pizza. So far, you've only dropped a couple pieces, and you still got the rest of that pizza
Ooh,
left.
there we go.
Right?
Yeah.
And pizza's still pizza. Still good, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, quarantine.
Is that what's happening? Is that what we're talking about?
What, quarantine?
Oh, yeah. I thought we were talking about something else.
This is what I'm saying. I've lost track of the analogy and I hate it.
I thought we were talking about something else. Sorry. All right. Yeah, quarantine. So what's going on here?
Well, before we get into our actual quarantine routines, we can talk about, or now that we're doing podcasts again, and we'll touch on that later on why there's been a break. One advantage that we have over most podcasts is that we can actually still do our podcast in person.
That's true.
'Cause, I mean, at least with me, a lot of the podcasts I've been watching are now doing it over Zoom and Discord calls and shit.
And those podcasts are garbage. Complete shit. And that's why everyone should listen to our podcast.
Mhm.
It is the most wholesome, most real
Wholesome.
podcast out there.
Wholesome. We started this podcast with Eric does meth, and I didn't get a chance to defend myself.
Heroin.
My bad.
I learned about meth because
My
I care
bad.
about you.
Yeah, and I tried to get you off meth and watch Community,
When was I on meth?
or get you off watching meth.
Really,
Well-
Breaking Bad's not about meth per se. I think
It's
more
about the friends he makes along the way
it's more
making
about
meth.
business and learning business and all the
Right.
risks.
Guys,
and how to run it.
So, talking about how bad 2020's been so far, I want to touch on how it started. The very first thing in 2020.
Well, the
That
very
just
first thing
killed
was
it.
like, we're all gonna get World War III enlisted.
No. Well, yeah. But then what happened right after that?
That was the Kobe, right?
Yes. God.
God, we're hitting the high notes in this podcast.
Why?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to bring it up,
Why?
like,
Thanks.
Why?
just really quickly, just
Come
to kind of, I don't know, pay tribute to him.
So,
I mean,
does everyone remember where they were when we found out Kobe died?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
You
doing.
and I were together.
No, I was not.
You weren't.
No, I was doing laundry
I
at my
was
house.
with
You were
you.
with him.
What the hell?
I think you were on meth.
Yeah. So we
Oh,
were
yeah, we
we were
get it.
skiing and snowboarding at Perfect North, the local ski slopes by us.
I got a text from my sister, and she said Kobe died. But plain, why would you say that? Like, no, for real. Like, it's all over the news, and so I looked it up. That's what all the news articles were about. There wasn't much that was known about it yet. I guess his death wasn't confirmed. Yeah, it was a very surreal moment. Connor and I were
was.
playing music, slopes, and immediately turned that off. And as soon as we got off the ski lift, we were on the ski lift when we got the news. Got off the ski lift and just stopped.
We just stopped for a second, just like I didn't realize how big Kobe was to me, even because I'm not a big NBA fan or anything, but Kobe's just so prominent in everything. So, I mean, he won an Oscar. That was the last big thing he did. So
And the crazy thing is, like, LeBron had just passed him in
yeah,
That bastard.
Right.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
huge impact on the world. Kobe did a lot of really great things. Overall, just an incredible person, an incredible player, an incredible team, incredible father. R.I.P.
Yeah, it didn't really hit me until I started watching the videos of him and his daughter, and then I couldn't. I'm like, I gotta stop.
Mm-hmm.
Now in his name, whenever I throw something, it's Kobe, R.I.P. So it all works out in the end.
So going off of that, in like the weeks following his death, whenever I would throw something and yell Kobe, complete money every time. I did not miss a single shot.
He's watching down on us.
He knows. No, I was blessed. Not that
Yeah.
talented.
Yep. So just wanted to touch on that. That's how it started off so terribly. The year, I mean. But anyways, and then right after that, we get hit with the more great news of this little virus called COVID-19 or coronavirus is taking over the world, and yeah, and then we were having to come to the realization that we're all stuck inside for months and not knowing when we're gonna get out. So
Well, according, DeWine's trying to get the state of Ohio back in May 1st.
yes, and for those of you that don't know, Mike DeWine is the governor of Ohio, and so he was great. He was very good about getting everyone inside, shutting stuff down, very proactive on that. But then now all of a sudden he's
And
very
Donald shoved his puppet hand up his ass.
yeah. Now Donald's all up inside DeWine like fucking I don't even know. I give up. I was gonna come up with an analogy, but
Well, I mean, I
failed
was
to
that
come up
puppeteer. He
with
literally
one.
shoved his hand up there, and
Yeah, basically, yeah. All up in there. And well, not just Trump probably, but also his donors. I think that's probably the biggest thing.
I
his
don't know.
big
That
donors.
entire fan base perplexes me. There was literally, was it Michigan or New York, where they had a rally today, and they were chanting to fire Dr. Fauci or whatever his name is,
I don't know.
the
I'm
lead
not
the
sure.
lead doctor on this entire the United
Right.
States attack against Corona, and,
Right.
and they're out in the streets, not 6 feet away, chanting
Yeah.
"Fire him! Fire him! We want
Yeah.
to go out."
Yeah, it's all pretty crazy. I think it's we got to keep. I mean, you got to keep isolating ourselves for as long as possible, because even if we flatten the curve, that doesn't mean we still can't spread it at a lower rate. But I mean,
Well,
still killing people.
They're not gonna have
So-
they're not gonna have the vaccine until next year at the earliest. So like the chances are it's probably gonna come around again next year, like the normal flu.
Yeah.
Is what
Did you know that the Spanish flu, the second round of it was worse than the first? I think like 5 million people died the first time around.
Wow.
So the people are like, that's what people are saying right now. They're like, we might get through this first wave, fine, but then it'll hit us again way worse. Like that's why they're saying we shouldn't be released from quarantine now, or
Yep.
sucks.
But that brings us to how are you guys' work from home lives?
Fucking hate.
I
You hate
hate it
it?
at this
I
point.
hate it.
Well, so there's aspects that I like about it. Obviously, you can roll right out of bed and just log on to your computer and start doing
And in my
work.
case, stay in bed and work
Yeah.
on your computer.
Yeah.
I get up, my alarm goes off at 7:55. I walk out to the dining room, down log on at 7:50. I have a web video conference at 8.
Yeah, so like that stuff's nice, and you just, I don't know, and you don't have to get ready in the morning. You can sleep a little longer, which is all nice, but it also makes me feel like a bum, and I feel like I'm not being productive every day, and
Yeah.
not just productive at work, but just in general. I don't feel like I'm
Okay,
doing anything with my day.
So then,
Like,
scenario: if they say we weren't quarantined, but we still work from home, you think it'd be way better because you'd be able to go out and actually do stuff on the daily basis?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like, you know, when you during a normal work week, like without quarantine, you go into work and everything, and you know the week is fine. You don't do much during the week, but you have the weekend to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you can go out with your friends and do all this fun stuff. But now it's like the weekends, and you just do the same thing. You just sit inside all day, and sure, you can drink on the weekends and have a good time, but it's not the same as like, you know, going out and doing things and having a fun time outside the house.
Well, for someone who plays copious amounts of video games, this is
Well,
chef's
yeah.
kiss.
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah.
For people like Connor and I who very much thrive on social gatherings and other people like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
definitely.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I hate it. I wish I could go out to the gym because I miss going to the gym, and then I miss like bars and stuff on the occasional weekend. But
See, yeah, no, but like I think Connor and I, we've talked about this. Like, we agree we are introverted extroverts. I feel like you're more
oh yeah, you're not getting an argument out of me on that. I just don't know what you mean by introverted extroverts.
like we are for sure extroverts, but we're not extroverted like 100%.
So you're on the introvert side of the spectrum of extroverts.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
70% extrovert.
Well, the thing is, though, when we go out and stuff and talking to people, I'm a very big
Right.
extrovert.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Talk to everyone, but I also love my alone time.
Yeah.
I will, some days I just want to not talk to anyone, just sit in my room and play video games or watch TV or
Yeah.
just be on my own. Just don't talk to anyone.
Like, when we're around people, we are the most social people, out there. We are completely extroverted, but then we need another day to like
Decompress.
unwind and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, do ourselves, be with our person.
That's yeah.
Get away from other people.
I love Fridays and Saturdays, but I also love, and they're two different things. Fridays, Saturdays, I love them because we're with everyone.
Love
We're,
'em.
we're with all these people, talking to all these people, out doing things at the bars or people's houses, whatnot. And then Sundays, I just love Sundays because I sit around and do nothing.
See, well,
amazing.
Yeah, you guys have the privilege because you guys graduated college last year.
Yeah.
I, up until this point, hated Sundays because Sundays for me meant schoolwork. So Fridays and Saturdays sucked because we'd be drinking or whatever. So like Friday we'd drink, Saturday would be like hangover recover, and then probably drink later again that night. And then Sunday would be homework for me, and I would dread it. And then Monday came, and I'd have to go to work, and I would hate that even more. Which is why this is great now, because Mondays don't suck as much to me, because it's just like, I don't have to go anywhere.
The Sunday scaries are much less scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sundays, I'm like, sweet. It's okay, Siri, just butting into my conversation, you whore. Nice synchronized drink, by the way. That was incredible. That was incredible.
Oh man, the listeners don't get to see it.
And no, I picked up my mug. I looked at the TV. I'm like, oh. We're doing it. We're doing
Oh
it.
man.
This another advantage is that this quarantine has also given me an opportunity to grow out my disgusting excuse for facial hair and not be ashamed of it until this point where now I'm recording on video for the internet
Yeah,
to see.
there's no excuse.
No. No.
Yeah, I also tried growing out something, but it did not work.
Are you not taking my beard growth pills that I gave you?
I do occasionally,
Did we
but I
talk
don't.
about
I
that
need
on
to
the
do it
podcast?
like every day.
We talked that we bottom it.
Okay.
I don't know if we ever followed up.
Oh no, you talked about
that
yeah
was a
that you
Christmas- that was
bought
a-
it, but you were talking about you bought me a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Did we?
But you never. I don't.
I still have the video on my phone.
Okay,
Did we
I don't
ever
know.
Explain what we got for you.
We might as well now because I don't remember.
What? Okay.
So we bought for Christmas of last year, 2019. We bought Connor a beard growing
kit
beard growth kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came with pills, oils,
and a comb.
And a comb.
and a comically large beard comb that would not even fit me or anyone I know.
And the whole
Yeah.
joke was that Connor can't grow facial hair. So
yeah.
I had the idea. We were all out at the bar across the street, and I got an ad for this beard growth kit on my phone. I leaned over to Eric and I was like, "Can we please get this for Connor for Christmas?" Like you and me go halvesies on it, and he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So we did, and Connor. I mean, have you been using it at all?
I used it for a very long time, every single day. Now I only use it all when I see it,
When
and
I'm-
I'll be
when I'm
like, "All
feeling
right,
it."
yeah, I'll take it." But some days I like just don't think about it.
And so originally it was super funny. Like, just like in the moment, it was really funny when he opened it. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like, okay, sweet. Now I'm gonna use it. Joke ended up being on me because what I didn't realize is when I ordered it,
It was a
actually
subscription.
a membership to this club, and they were going to send me some more beard pills and oil every single month. So I got charged another like $35 the next month, and I was like, "What the heck?" And they sent me another bottle and pills, and so I also have some beard oil. I haven't tried out yet.
You
you
tried it?
I thought you resent it.
No, that was going to be so much effort.
That's true.
To sit back.
True.
Yeah,
I
you should
canceled
try it though.
I think I'm going to save it for No Shave November and just go all out.
Oh,
Assisted no shave November.
Maybe I'll start in October.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I don't remember when the last time I was clean shaven because I think at this point I'm longer than no shave November. Easily, I think.
Yeah, I don't think
Did
Did we cut each other's hair?
No,
No, because I kind of like.
no,
like the
no,
tat.
no.
I don't.
It's
It
too long
needs
on
it,
the
need, it needs a
sides,
cut on the
doesn't it? Yeah, you
sides.
gotta
I'll give you
trim it.
that, but
To cut each
No, I've seen the horror pictures of girlfriends cutting their
would be
boyfriend's
fun.
hair, and I am not letting anyone touch my hair besides Ricky at Spanky's Barbershop. Ricky, you are my guy. Shout out to you if you're listening to this.
Oh my God.
he's
But-
a dedicated listener.
He's one
Okay,
of
if
our
anyone
three.
lives
No,
in
and
a...
then, and then Mike from Spanky's touches this for me.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so if anyone's living in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, I'm going to give a shout out to Spanky's
They
Barbershop
really need it.
in Newport and Covington. Super great barbershops, great barbers. They kind of got this like old school kind of vibe to the shops where they keep all this like retro decorations and stuff in there. And then they give out free drinks, and that's soda, water, and beer when they have it. They'll just, give out beer you can have, and it's a cool place. So yeah, highly recommended. So anyways, so haircuts. Are you guys?
I think we should cut each other's hair and stream it live.
That's interesting. Now that we're turning that into content, I'm
Yes.
somewhat interested.
Yes.
Well, again, that depends on the question of how long we're in quarantine. Because if we are till only May 1st, I'll be fine. I don't know about you two.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
be
we should
fine.
do it no matter what, and I think we should like draw straws on who gets to cut his hair.
Well, see, I used to cut my own hair, so whoever gets my straw will probably be fine.
You used to cut your own hair. What does that mean? You
I
used to
think I'd
buzz
rather
your
have
hair?
Connor.
I did that too.
I think I would more. Connor would be more careful. He's very.
Now, what the fuck
I'm-
is that supposed to
I'm-
mean?
He's
Who-
very particular.
Okay,
about
actually,
everything.
here's how you can decide, well, partially on who would be the best. Who is the best artist
Oh, I
and
suck at
drawer?
art.
I'm a good drawer if I have something to copy from. I can't
Okay.
freehand it from my mind.
Dakota would be the worst, probably.
I'm not artistic.
Probably be the worst then, because I hear it's. I mean, I don't want to put like the closest thing you can relate it to a normal thing people do is painting, and like kind of artwork drawing. That's the closest thing you can related to, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I can't cut a straight line on construction paper.
Yeah. See, that'd be not good.
I would
So-
use the scissors that have like special shapes in them. So, like they cut like
Oh,
crazy lines or like.
Oh yeah,
the zigzags.
Oh my gosh, we should do that.
I'll be good for blending.
Oh my
would
gosh,
be.
yes.
Do you guys remember in high school when my mom cut my hair right before junior year pictures?
Just buzzed your head. Yeah.
You used to have a buzz?
Yeah.
So-
Oh,
one
yeah, no,
year.
I
Not
remember
on
it, I remember it, I
purpose,
remember
not on
it.
purpose. I think was it junior year. I think it was junior
Mhm.
year, and it was right before school pictures. And my mom wanted to touch up my hair just a little. My hair was kind of long, and I liked it long. And so she went to touch it up. Got her right down the middle of my head, and she forgot to put the guard on.
Oh,
So it was just the straight razor, and it took me straight down.
And that's why I never start from the middle of the head.
Yeah, I don't know what she
Forgot
was
to
thinking
put
about.
the guard
She forgot
on.
to put the guard on, so she literally skinned me.
That's
Skinned my
wonderful.
head, and then had to shave off all of my hair, and that was a terrible look.
That was
Wow.
the day before
Pictures of
picture.
The day before,
That's the worst time to do a haircut.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible
Yeah.
idea.
See, whenever I have something major or important planned, I always do a haircut like a week and a half before. So that way, if I do fuck up, it has time to grow and I can retouch it.
Yeah. Anyways, what else is different about quarantine that we have been trying to get through? I have noticed in the past few weeks. So we started out in quarantine. You know, lunchtime. We watched like Frozen together and stuff.
That was actually at 9 a.m. Watched Frozen and then back to
Oh,
bed.
shh.
Our bosses are listening.
Yeah. But anyway, so like we'd like do stuff that now I've noticed like we all just like stay in our rooms like all day, or
Yeah.
you stay at like we.
Like, we
Well,
hardly-
except-
Eric and I interact.
Yeah.
That brings me to my story that I have from yesterday.
Oh,
So,
good.
Dakota, what? You have a work happy hour at what, 2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
Okay, so at 3, actually, no, I think even before 3, Dakota comes into my room, is already stumbling over everything.
Oh, boy. I
Sit-
object.
I was sober, you were not, you were stumbling.
Are we gonna get to what he drank to get to that point?
Actually, yeah, actually, yes.
You wanna-
Dakota,
Explain.
take it
You wanna
away.
start
Take
with
your
that?
take your work happy hour away.
Okay, so this goes back to my work happy hour the week before, that previous Friday, and we were on a video conference call with like my entire office, and my boss was messaging me privately, my manager, and he was like, "Hey man, let's have a race to see who can drink 5 beers faster." And this was towards the end of the happy hour, and I was like, "I would take you on, but I already had 3 beers, and I switched over to vodka waters, so let's do something next week." Like, okay. You're on. And I was like, "You really think you can beat me?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Good luck, old man." He's like, I don't know, 31. But he was a bartender.
His liver has seen some shit.
Yeah, no. He is an admitted alcoholic. So he was like, "All right, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "I challenged you. You pick the drink." He said, "Okay, what I like to do is take 8 ounces of vodka and then top that off with any kind of hard seltzer. 12 ounces of hard seltzer." And I said, "Okay, how many of those are we going to do?" And he's like, 3. And I said,
I love how it went from 5 beers to that.
yeah. And I said, "Dude, that's 16 shots, and we have an hour to do this." And he's like, "Oh, you're right. Let's do 2, which is still 10.6 something shots." But I was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it." In my head, I was like, "There's no way this guy can outdrink me. Like, I drink pretty well, and he's way older. He's got to be slower than me." So I agreed to it. And so Friday comes around, and I pour my drinks. 2 separate cups, 8 ounces of vodka. Top it off with mine was a mango vibe, so 2 mango vibes. And 20 minutes in, I finished my first cup, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I was like, "Oh, I'm killing it. This is a great pace. Like, there's no way." 30 minutes in, he texts me and says, "I'm done."
That's insane.
He destroyed me. So anyways, I finished my other drink within the hour because that was the bet. I had to finish it no matter what. So I lost the bet, but then that's when I went into Eric's room just to have some company. Take it away, buddy.
Yeah, so I have a big assignment that I'm working on for work, and I'm trying to get it done because it's due dated or end dated it was supposed to be done on Friday in a day, so I'm trying to get it done. He comes barging in and then just plops himself in my chair. So I'm working in bed. So he plops himself in my chair. He has his vodka water in one hand, and then his shaker bottle full of regular water in the other hand. And then he sits in the chair and he's always just rolling around like crashing in the shit, and puts both of them on my windowsill. And if I had to ballpark all my computer shit and stuff on my desk, I would probably say it's upwards of like $4,000. So like he has both drinks in hand, spinning around in my chair, and then I go, Dakota, the one thing I ask of you is please keep that away from the computers because I have so much expensive shit there. So he puts both his drinks on like my windowsill. So I'm like, surely nothing will go wrong here. So then I think you were in my room for 35 to 40 minutes just talk. I can't even remember what we were talking about because it was just so.
I remember talking about your work. You had like 50,000.
Yeah, you kept asking. Yeah, you kept asking me what I was doing, but the topic would always change to something different. And then, so I could never keep track of anything. And then, then to try and get you out of there, I said I haven't had lunch yet. And then you were like, "Oh, you need to eat now." And then you said, "Put your laptop away now and go eat, or else I'm not leaving." So I said, "Fucking." So I put my laptop away, made lunch, and then I was eating in my room. You helped me make my lunch, which was a disaster and a nightmare all in itself.
What? It was not.
You got the stove so messy.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Seasoning?
No, the egg ramen. We cracked it in there, and then you're like, "How do you like your egg?" I'm like, "Well, I left it intact last time, but let's try breaking it." So you took the
Oh shoot, I remember.
Yeah, you took our pasta spatula, or not spatula or whatever, and you started stirring the fuck out of the ramen, and then it was just flying all over the stove.
It barely got out, and I immediately tried to clean it up with paper towel.
And then the paper towel caught on fire.
I remember that.
And Dakota holds it up, and he's just staring at the on fire thing. He's looking where to throw it. I saw it in slow motion because I thought he was about to throw it into the trash can. And I'm like, no. And you just blew it out.
And
Yeah.
you're like, dude, there's a sink.
Yeah,
right
I'm like, there's a
behind you.
sink full of water
And I
right
said,
behind
listen,
you.
man, I was throwing it in the ramen before I was gonna put it in the sink.
Yeah. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So that was a shit show. And then, then he put seasoning into it, which was a great touch. I'm going to do that from now on. Then I was eating my ramen.
Wait. Hold on. You've never put seasoning into your ramen?
No.
Like
until about a week ago, I never ate ramen as ramen. I would always drain it.
What?
Well, I think I've talked about this before.
Well, I would drain. I drain my ramen.
But yeah, I've never had it as soup. But what I would do is I would drain it, put skyline chili on it, bacon bits, cheese, hot sauce, scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
Fucking Gordon Ramsay, he would jizz his pants if he ate it. But anywho, so I was eating it in there, and then Dakota kept checking up on me to see if I liked it, and then asked me he asked me to rank it over all the other ramens that I've had because he was super proud of helping me. And then so at that point, he's like, "I'm gonna leave you alone now." And then he went out to go watch. I think he started watching Community. But then I texted our good friend Adam, who lives in Louisville. Let me read you the conversation. This was before you said you were gonna leave me alone. Wait, no, that's your conversation with me. Here it is. I said, "Hey, this was about when we were making lunch."
Okay.
So this is at 3:30. I said, "Hey, do me a favor." He goes, "Yeah, what's up?" I said, "Don't mention anything about me, but I need you to call Dakota and talk to him as long as possible." He goes, "Okay, but why?" And I said, "Don't worry about it now. Leave me alone." But I'm like, he got real drunk for his work happy hour, and he's just in my room, and I needed to get work done. This is serious. And then I said, "It's all good. No, he's back in the kitchen." And then Adam was like, "Oh, okay." So did he ever end up calling you?
No, I was about to say, dude, if Adam called me and I don't remember it, because I was drunk. I didn't black out.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was about to be really concerned.
I was dedicated. I'm like, I need to get this work done, and he's just here. I'm like, I need something.
Funny. Adam never even mentioned anything about it. Like, we were talking yesterday.
He's a loyal friend.
He is.
Another benefit of quarantine is that we're saving so much money.
Oh my lord, yes.
Except my recent credit
it.
card bill, because of downside of quarantine is DoorDash. That is running me dry.
Yeah.
I know.
Downside of
I've done it
quarantine,
once.
finding stuff
a
to
lot.
spend. You know what I bought yesterday for no reason at all? Far Cry 4 Complete Edition and Far Cry New Dawn, just because I wanted to have all the PS4 Far Cry.
Because
I
fuck
just-
it, I have all the time in the world.
I just wanted the complete like set of Far Cries on PlayStation. So I was like, I'm buying Far Cry 4, even though I've beaten it already. And I'm buying Far Cry New Dawn.
Time is not a real thing anymore. It's a concept. It's all relative.
I mean, I just don't spend any money unless it's like, well, I spend money, but like I used to spend $6 a day, no, $6.50 a day on parking, and then like $8 a day on lunch. So that's like, what, 86, $70 a week on that shit every single week. Going into work, parking downtown, and eating at work because I never packed my lunch because too fucking lazy to do that. So, and you know, getting food out's a lot better.
Mhm.
You know, you're door dashing all the time.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know.
But another
thank you.
another downside of quarantine is that we're all a lot paler now because we don't see the sun as much.
That's true. I go outside a little bit.
Hey,
I go
listen,
to like
know, but,
parks
like-
and stuff.
But also the weather's been shitty.
Yeah.
Like we've had like probably 2 or 3 good weeks where it's like 70 sunny consistently,
Yeah.
and now we're like 60s cloudy,
Another
rainy.
bullshit thing about 2020. The weather has been like the highs this week were all 50 something.
Yeah.
And it's fucking April.
we're gonna have one
Be
good
like
day and it's
60
tomorrow.
something.
Tomorrow's only a sunny day, right?
Like 66 and sunny. Yeah.
Hold on, I want to go back real quick because I was gone. I was making drinks while you guys were talking about you guys spending money.
Right?
You guys talking about your finances hurts me so much. Eric, I remember this. Do you remember this yesterday when I asked
Yes,
you
I
if
remember.
I could handle your finances,
Yeah.
if I could help you out? I want to.
And I said no.
Please,
'Cause I know-
Let me help you.
Because I
set
know
up
what
a
because I know what the problem is.
Let me help you set up a budget, please.
What are we doing?
I don't need the budget.
Managing finances?
Yes,
Why?
because you guys spend so much money. You
We
guys
just talked about
waste
how we're not.
so much money.
Well, I did talk about how I wasted money.
You guys waste so much
Yesterday.
money, especially when we're not in quarantine.
I spend money on 2 things. That's food and stuff for my computer.
I could help you.
I spend money on all the essentials plus maybe
You know, like
one
Far Cry 1, Far Cry
Plus-
2. Far Cry.
plus
Alcohol,
discounted
plus
video games. Discounted video games,
plus
alcohol,
things you
and
don't need. Plus,
yeah, I'm saving a lot of money now though. So it's
now
fine.
the reason you're saving money is because we don't get to go out and you
I
don't
know.
get to buy people 10
Exactly.
drinks.
Yeah.
So hopefully we should see the benefit in this where when a weekend rolls around, we don't need to go. We got to go
Exact.
out.
No, I was just thinking about
No.
that the other day. I thought about like hopefully like now we're seeing the benefit in this, and Sammy sees it too, and and we go. You know what? I think we should stay in tonight because we had fun staying in during quarantine.
Honestly,
And we could stay in and save money tonight.
the apartment gathering get-togethers and drinks are my favorite nights.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
like that.
I do enjoy those.
Yeah, honestly, the bar is kind of.
Other than
No, I am.
What'd you say? Yeah, I'm coming. Give me another drink.
No, I am excited to go back out to like like when quarantine ends. I am going to rage so fucking hard.
Over under on how much Connor spends the first weekend after quarantine.
Eric, let me buy you another shot.
Hey, Dakota, Sammy, Emma, 3 more drinks each. Get this party going.
200.
Connor,
Is-
it's 1:45 a.m. The bar's closed in 10 minutes. Yeah. That's okay. we
It
got that
doesn't
over.
matter. No, okay, we were talking about this, so let's hit on this. I just watched 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother during quarantine.
In the span of 2 weeks.
And we were talking about the other day who would be what characters, and they told me I'd be Marshall,
Yeah.
which yes, part of me is Marshall, but I went on to explain how I'm like all 3 of the guys kind of in a way because you know Marshall's the big lovey
the
teddy
fact
bear
that you care
dude.
this much and are this in
Honestly.
depth is more reinforcing that you're Marshall.
No,
Incorrect.
no, that I'm Barney.
actually, no, I
Barney
don't-
cares about his perception from
Okay, well,
other
But
people.
Barney doesn't care about anything.
No, he does. What?
Mhm.
Yes, he does.
That's Barney's personality is that he doesn't care.
What do you mean he
Whatever.
doesn't care?
Whatever. I don't care.
This is
But
the
he
part where
does. He always cares. He's
On the
secretly
inside,
always
but
caring.
he would never admit that he cares.
I think Ted would admit that he cares.
Ted would care.
Yeah.
this is the
that's
part where
where
this is the
you-
part where I leave
yeah.
the conversation because I watched one episode and then immediately read the ending.
You watched a few episodes.
Yeah, but like I didn't
right.
watch the show.
Yeah, so basically I would say for those of you who don't watch, there's Ted, he's the main character, he's the lovey-dovey guy that is romantic and wants to fall in love. He's what the show is based off of. How I Met Your Mother. That's Ted. Marshall is the guy who's in a relationship the whole time, gets married very early, and the big teddy bear guy that everyone loves. And Barney is the womanizer, the guy that goes out, loves going out, loves getting drunk, buying drinks, and gets all the girls, Now, so I went into How I'm Barney because I love going out. I'm the guy who's always like, let's stay out, let's keep drinking, let's have a good time, blah, blah, blah. That's Barney. Ted is the romantic guy. He is also a know-it-all and loves architecture and buildings and just knowing these random facts. That's also me. I'm kind of a know-it-all.
A self-proclaimed know-it-all.
Yeah. And that's very much Ted. And then Marshall's the big, like, lovable teddy bear dude that, like, is in the long relationship. And I guess I'm somewhat Marshall too. And so I'm kind of all three in a way. But
I'm the guy that doesn't watch the show.
yes. So I don't know. We're just trying to decide that. But that's the thing when people are saying, "Who are you from Friends?" It's like, we're not like those people at all. Like,
okay,
assign yourself.
Who are you from New Girl?
From New Girl,
Winston, right here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I'm no one else.
And I would say I'm Schmidt, mostly like Schmidt out of everyone.
I think I'm mostly Nick.
I guess, yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. I guess if you had to pick,
not as lazy as Nick.
I think Eric's partly.
Yeah, I'm the love child of Winston and Nick.
Yeah.
You are just.
Yeah, so that's our point. With that, you can't be one person from a show. You're be a mix because shows usually make people very monoline, like personality, like they have like their big thing, like that's their personality. Like Nick in New Girl is super lazy and doesn't do anything. Blah blah blah.
But now I'm gonna hit you with this. I don't know if you knew this. TV shows aren't real.
What?
Are they not real?
Yeah.
What?
But the people in them are, right?
The characters are real.
The actors.
No.
Actors, what's that?
Oh my god, we've gone too deep.
It's all reality, right?
Yeah. It's all about what you perceive.
Okay, something I wanted to touch on is what we talked about earlier.
Okay.
By the way, okay, so Thursday night, ABC did a Disney sing-along. And I totally forgot about that. My mom texted me the next day and said, like, hey, did you watch it? Did they play your favorite song, A Whole New World? Like, and I
Jesus
was like,
Christ, before you
shit.
continue, I hear you two singing A Whole New World or something from Lion King at least 5 times a day, and I want to blow my brains out. I hate those movies now. I hate it.
No.
So good.
That's not that I don't get. It's not that you're awful. It's just that I hear them nonstop for no reason. Nothing sparks it. It just happens out of nowhere.
It's called passion.
That's not what that is.
And I found a new song because of this that I love from Pocahontas. Colors of the Wind is the best Disney song ever made.
Wrong.
It made me cry today. It's just so like eye-opening to like her singing to John Smith that like you don't like she sings about like why she looks at everything as having life and meaning, and like he looks at everything as just being dead and just something he can conquer. And that's what kind of people felt like coming over from England to America, is they just conquered all the land like it didn't mean anything. But she talks about how like she sees everything as having life and having meaning, and gosh, it just made me get all teary-eyed and stuff, and I felt so sad, and it really opened my eyes a little bit. Okay, don't roll your eyes.
It's really good, and it's very deep, and it might be the most genuine Disney song, but as far as best, I have to disagree.
It is the best.
I
it's
think
amazing.
Make a Man Out of You beats it.
It doesn't
I
beat
will
it.
put
Sexist.
You'll Be in My Heart.
Sexist.
What? Shut up.
It's a sexist song.
You'll Be in My Heart, maybe.
You'll Be in My Heart is right up there with Colors in the Wind as far as like the sentimental value and the emotional toll it takes.
You'll be in my heart.
Just like that, copyrighted.
Oh, so good. Not an ad.
No, I don't think so. No, that's definitely.
Be My Guest is also up there.
What would you say are your top 5 Disney songs? No order, just what?
Okay, so no order. You'll Be in My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Colors of the Wind would probably make the top 5. Make a Man Out of You. I would say be our guest.
Yeah,
Not
is
in your
that a
top
top
five, though.
five?
That's my top 5. What's the one from Hercules?
Hercules.
I'll
I don't
go all
know.
the way or something.
That's not one.
Yes, it is.
Come
That's a
on
good
now.
one.
Are you forgetting all the the 3D animation like
I'm talking like
Frozen?
Disney classics though.
no Frozen songs?
I do love Frozen.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
I
What?
do love Frozen.
I think my favorite.
But to round out my top 5, Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King is my all-time favorite movie, and Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Favorite movie or
Favorite-
favorite Disney movie? Come on, man. It's just
Don't you dare say favorite movie.
All right, it's my favorite Disney movie.
Thank you. I was gonna slap the shit out of you.
And Can You Feel the Love Tonight is the best song I think
Nope.
from
Nope. Wrong.
Scar song.
Wrong. Ooh, that is a great song.
There's so many good songs. in that movie.
prepared.
But what is okay? Not only is "Colors of the Wind," not only is it just a great ballad, it is also
No one has said that word since the 19th century.
it
Okay,
is
Mrs.
it is
Myers.
also a meaningful song. It's not just some bullshit song to move along the plot in the storyline. Like it
I
fucking
know.
means
I already
something,
said
man.
It's
It
probably the
like
most genuine song.
yeah,
It
and
probably is.
it's a great song to like. It's just a great song.
I'm
It's
not, I'm
not
not jamming out the Colors of the Wind. Like that doesn't. Get me
why
excited.
how.
It makes me feel things. Like,
Oh, Can You Feel the Love Tonight gets you excited? You're
it gets me
jamming out.
hyped.
No.
Gets me hyped.
What? And you missed
And
a whole new world?
I was gonna say a whole new world. It's-
You already listed 5 though.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
what are you
we're
gonna
have to open
do?
the conversation because that's it. That's definitely my top 5, 100%.
Now you may be noting I'm abstaining from this conversation. I don't watch Disney.
What is wrong with you, man? Come on.
There's so many good Disney songs. I don't.
There's so many. Like,
What about what is it? Never Met a Friend Like Me.
Never
Oh,
had a friend
Aladdin.
like me.
Never
No.
met a friend like.
Yes,
what?
he is.
What?
what?
Never had a friend like me.
Never had a
Never
friend
had-
like me.
yeah, from
Yeah,
Aladdin.
yeah.
I was
Never
gonna
had
say,
a friend
what's
like
the
me.
one from Toy Story?
Oh yeah, ton of good.
The friend one.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah, come on.
Randy
Come
No,
on, that's a
no,
good
no.
song.
Randy
You
Newman
got
does
a
not qualify as
friend
good
in
music.
me.
Oh, come on.
What's?
Is Randy Newman got good?
God, stop making fun. Is he alive still?
He's gotta be.
Yeah, he was like a few months ago. I wasn't sure if he died.
Is Randy Newman alive?
I just wanted to make sure you weren't making fun of a guy that just died.
And is 76 years old.
Okay, yeah, he's still alive. Yeah. You got a friend in me.
Oh, no.
You're getting into
What's his name?
shit.
Things.
Skies
Yeah,
are blue, red roses too. I was in bloom.
Nope.
Copyright. Are we that on point? This? What a wonderful world.
Oh,
Not
Madagascar.
bad.
Madagascar's picks. Or no, it's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, yeah. Why?
Yeah, that was one of
I
my
would love
favorites.
to watch Madagascar again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my favorite character from Madagascar. Holy shit, I want to watch that.
Yeah,
again.
if
I
Disney
would
could
love
just,
to
if
watch
Disney
that
could
again.
continue buying everything and buy DreamWorks.
Yes.
Oh,
Disney
yeah.
Plus, woo,
Mm-hmm.
be incredible.
Although there's been some rumors that Disney Plus isn't doing so well. Because
Doubt it.
the problem is people first got so excited about it because they're like, oh, all these Disney movies in one place, but no one's watching them. So they buy the service. It's like people collecting movies that they love or whatever. They like buy the movies, but then don't watch them because they've seen them. That's kind of what's happening is people are buying Disney Plus and then just not watching it, but
Like
being like,
us.
they just like knowing they can
Well, yeah,
watch
that's-
Star Wars whenever they want or like watch, but they never watch them.
Well, yeah,
And
Disney Plus didn't appeal to me because Disney movies. Because that's the reason I don't watch or didn't partake in that conversation because I don't watch Disney movies
which
on there.
is
'cause-
crazy.
because I've seen them all,
Garbage.
Yeah, I know.
and it's not like they're compelling enough for.
Yeah, so what they're saying is Disney Plus doesn't have enough original content. After The Mandalorian was done, it was like no one watched Disney Plus anymore, which I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why they didn't do Mandalorian's over. They better roll out Hawkeye and whatever right away, like the next Marvel show, and then when that's over, roll out the next Star Wars
Mhm.
show. When that's over, next Marvel show, just
Yeah, keep it going.
over and over and
Keep
over.
content,
I
keep
mean,
it
it's
going.
fucking Marvel, man. Like
Yeah,
they roll out movies
Disney
every
marketed
3 months.
Disney Plus as like a nostalgia train at first.
Yeah.
But nostalgia only lasts so long.
Yeah, and well, they marketed the new shows too, but the problem is
Oh, yeah.
Mandalorian came out, and now they don't have any more new shows except like fucking Stargirl and what High School Musical, the musical, and
What did you just say to me?
whatever it's called. It's like it's High School Musical, the musical
Oh, I'm gonna
thing.
throw up.
Yeah, that was released on launch date, but what I'm saying is they just need more original content, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I agree.
don't
I
know.
still think it's worth the subscription.
Yeah, you know, it's always
Because-
nice knowing you can go and watch those movies.
Well, no,
whenever.
it's, I mean, like and I know you've talked about it too. Like, I'm going back and watching all the Marvel.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
I've
I
already
want to
started.
in quarantine.
Already started.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't need to watch.
Which
it
is
all.
fine.
Which is fine. I'm not mad at you or anything.
I don't. Phase 1 is not great. Besides like Iron Man, so I'm not worried if you go through. Yeah, that's the thing. The first Captain America, the second and third Captain Americas are top 5 movies, no doubt.
Yeah.
In the Marvel universe. I mean, a lot
like
of
the
people say
first one,
Winter
too.
Soldier is the best.
I
I think
love
Civil
the
War is better than Winter Soldier, but Winter Soldier
Winter
it
Soldier
has
is
way
really
more
good.
emotional pull. Civil War
Really
does.
good.
Because the fight that Captain America and Iron Man get in over what happened, no spoilers, is amazing. And I think that emotional like strain makes it better than Winter Soldier.
You know, it's sidetracking a little bit, going back to Community, which is overseen by the Russo brothers
Right.
before their Marvel days. What's great is that in the latter seasons of Community, the MCU has already existed and been going through phases.
Yeah.
So like the Russo brothers throw in Marvel scenes into, not parodied, but they pay homage to Marvel scenes that they created in Community, and it is ridiculous and absurd, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
Like they
yeah.
not this isn't a spoiler for you because you're not there yet, but they just like that Captain America elevator scene in Winter Soldier. They do that with the dean of the with the dean of the school, and it's so ridiculous.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh my gosh. And another hot take. Avengers Endgame is overrated. As a movie as a whole. People came out of that saying it's like the best movie of all time. Not really, but like, you know, the best Marvel movie. I'm like, the first 3/4 of that movie are not super exciting. The last quarter of that movie is incredible. I cry through that whole last quarter of the movie. Like every 30 seconds, I'm crying about something. So, yes, the end of the movie, amazing, but the whole movie, Infinity War is the best Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That's my take.
The thing with Endgame that loses people is right off the bat you get thrown for a curveball where they go and chop off Thanos' fucking head.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that
you're
was
like-
stupid.
And then you're like, where does this go?
Yeah, which is good. You want your audience wondering
Yeah.
where it goes, but it was just kind of dumb. Like the Thanos they faced off against in the end wasn't even the Thanos that they went through everything with
Yeah.
throughout the whole movie. But
That
And-
and
and-
then I'm sure they lose people on the time traveling. I mean, they kind of like I've tried to read through it and understand it, and people are like, it makes sense in the universe. I'm like, I mean, the way I watch movies is that I don't try and think. I just accept what they tell me.
so, anyways, let's stop talking about Marvel. This isn't a
Yeah,
Marvel
they're
review show.
Trash anyway.
People have probably tuned out by now. That the few people
I
that
think
don't
they
like
tuned out on the
Marvel.
haircuts.
I'm just gonna drop a name, Hannah. If you're listening,
Oh no!
still, I applaud you for getting through this Marvel section. That is great.
Oh, is she not a?
No, she fell asleep during Endgame.
Okay, we can't be friends with her.
Yeah, I know. You're no longer allowed on the show. She really wanted to come
Like
on the
she was.
show.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like she's been on here before.
I really
No.
liked him.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to her. She got the highest undergrad award at the University of Cincinnati.
Didn't
for
Miles
her.
also get something like that? Her boyfriend.
He got an award for the Lindner College of Business, but she got the highest award for any. It goes to any student at the University of Cincinnati.
Go Hannah.
Yeah, so congratulations to her. Shout out to her.
Cheers.
we need to have her on the show to, kind of talk about what she's doing. And
On the show.
He is our biggest
What?
family fan.
No,
she
just-
is our biggest fan.
I know, but when you say on the show, it makes it sound like we have like TV producers like, and a director just shouting
No.
orders behind the TV.
Well, yeah. Hey, get her on. Call her up.
Speaking about the production of the show, though, as we're almost an hour in, you may have noticed the quality being better.
Possibly.
So one of the benefits of having the 4 months off in between our podcast episodes is that I have acquired some money through working legal means, and I bought myself a new mic, a mixer, have gifted Connor my old mic. So we are down to one singular blue snowball.
Yep.
So now we have 2 XLR mics and 1 USB mic. So eventually we'll get.
I feel like I'm being shit on over here for my blue snowball.
No.
Eventually, we'll get another XLR mic, and I mean, for right now, we have an extra snowball, so now we can use that for guests that want to come
I
on.
think I should just have 2 snowballs.
I don't know if that will be a
No,
good idea.
That'd be not good. Bad idea.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, we've upgraded a little bit.
So on the next
Yeah.
episode in 8 months, we'll have even another mic.
We'll all have Eric's new mic, which
Yeah.
is
I
a
don't want
crazy
Eric's
good
new
mic.
mic.
Why not?
I like
Yes.
my snowballs.
Because he has to buy this instead, or with it.
I like my
I
snowball.
think this entire thing is $900.
Yeah, but this snowball
That's
was like
insane.
50, so I think I'll
That's
keep it.
like,
This is
that's-
what I
that's
mean about
crazy.
spending your money unwisely.
And this is why I said I only
Eric-
spend my money on 2 things: computers and food.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
Eric-
actually is a good investment for you because you
Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
all your time on.
and
shit
he
and
makes money doing what he does, and it's only gonna build and build and build.
Honestly, yeah. Eventually, I always break even on purchases, so it's not like I'm going out of pocket for these.
Yeah.
And plus, actually, I don't. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can qualify under Twitch. I think I can add these as tax, not write-offs, but deductions. Yeah, because they're being used for a business.
Oh,
You have to
interesting.
register
I do have a registered business.
you and L.
I am an LLC.
Are you?
Kind of cool.
Whoa!
Small business owner.
Dad
Yeah.
Pad's gonna be an LLC soon, so
Yeah.
just watch out, everyone.
Once
We
go
take
past
over the
5
world.
Yeah.
followers-
Oh, by the way, let's get into this a little bit before we end. I know we're 20 seconds away from being at an hour. Well, no, that's not true because I fucked around in the beginning. For
You
a
did
little
fuck
bit.
around quite
So-
a bit.
Yeah, so let's get into this. So we may have to change the name of our podcast, which is now Podception. We may have to change it because Eric found another podcast called Podception that is already.
It's only on Google Play, so it kind of fucks everything.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. We don't. How big is that podcast? Do you know?
I didn't look at it. I mean,
I bet
I
it's bigger than us.
I don't know.
it's definitely predates us, but I don't know how big it is. But I mean, we could honestly just call this the Dad Pad Podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
we
there's
thought.
no
I
reason
mean, we originally thought Podception.
We could, yeah, because we were like, we should stick to a topic or a genre for our podcast. But now we kind of
Yeah.
just shoot the shit and talk about whatever. So
Yeah.
it's kind of,
So if any of you have any suggestions, obviously we are on Twitter and
Mhm.
not on Instagram. We need to get on Instagram. We will get on Instagram, but we're on Twitter. Shoot us some DMs. Our DMs are open, I believe.
they are, yes.
So yeah, if you have any ideas, we probably will just go with the Dad Pad podcast. But if you have anything more creative,
Winner
than
gets a
that,
$5 Chick-fil-A gift card.
yeah. Well, yes, we will do that actually, or I'll just Venmo you guys $5. That might be easier.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's a contest now. $5 to the winning name of our podcast. So, yeah. Do we have anything else to talk about that we want to hit on? I mean, I feel like there was something that I was thinking of earlier, but I've kind of forget now. And I mean, we have a few more minutes that we can go and talk
Nobody
about
said that we
something.
have to stop at and out.
Well, that's true. I know. That's what I mean. We can keep going. It's just what do we want to talk about? That's
The
the
world
thing.
is our oyster. We can talk about anything.
We can. Literally anything.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I can think of anything like normally when I'm just whatever, but when someone puts me on the spot to think of something, like it's like at work when I'm doing training stuff and they're like, "Do you have any questions?" And I'm like, "Shit, I'm supposed to have a question right now to ask." No, not right now. I'll think
Yeah.
of something later. And
Yeah, if something comes to mind, I'll send you a message for sure, definitely.
yeah, that's what I hate.
Follow-up email?
Yeah.
I hate when like the perception is to seem interested in something. Like if you're like in an interview, a job interview per se, like at the end you're supposed to ask questions. And the questions people come up with like for their interviews are just questions they come up with because they know they have to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're supposed to ask questions at the end. They're not.
First professional job interviews fucking suck because they ask
Yeah.
like experience about and all this and like what they're like talk us through the steps you had to go through to solve a critical problem. And
Yeah.
then like the only experience I had went for my current job was when we worked at Mills Road.
Wait, I talked
Lining
about-
baseball fields. Like, let's talk about a critical problem. I'm like, our John Deere wasn't working, so we had to do it by hand. It was really complicated. We talked about it for at least a few minutes.
I talked about the day that they do behavioral interviews at my company, behavioral questions, whatever. And they asked one like, "What's a time where you didn't get a job done and did it poorly or something, and what happened?" And I talked about the time at Mills Road Park. We used to take care of all the baseball fields there, and one night, like I don't know what it was, we just decided we wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, I think we showed up
And-
at like 5 and we were supposed to be there like noon.
Yeah, we showed up like really late and just had to get everything done and wanted to get out of there. And we just lined the baseball fields as fast as we could. And the lines were they were zigzags. They weren't actual straight lines. And we got a call. Was it that night or the next morning?
No, it was the same day because I remember I went back to my
Yeah.
cousin's. I was in the pool at my cousin's house. I got a call from Coach Maley. He's like,
Oh.
and then it
He's
was
our boss.
it was the angriest I've ever heard him. He's like, "You
Yeah.
guys did an awful job. You need to get back here right now and fix this. We have games
Yeah.
in like 20 minutes." I'm like, "Ah!"
Yeah. So we both fucking not sprinted there. Obviously, we drove a car.
We sprinted 16 miles.
Like Captain America on your left.
But we got out there and fixed it all and talked to our boss, Coach Maley, who is our freshman baseball coach, and got it all sorted out. But I always bring up that time, like when they ask, like, what's a time when you didn't do the job correctly or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Now
I
it-
guess going back to when I was 14
Yeah.
years old and
Now it feels good actually having experience in a real workplace where if I were to go do a
Yeah.
different job and they were to ask the same questions, I would have real actual answers.
yeah.
But it's just
Yeah,
the unexpected shit come out where someone goes, "Eric, this isn't working. Fix it now." And I'm sitting there shotgunning beers and shit. I'm like, "Okay."
When's the last time you ever saw Eric shotgun a beer?
Probably senior
Oh,
high school.
God, yeah. It's
I'm
been
beyond-
In Connor's
years.
basement in his bathroom.
We asked him to take
'Cause I
shots
remember that.
tonight. We asked him to take shots tonight, and he said,
I've never.
"Ah, I don't do shots." And I said, ha, "Yeah, you're right.
I've
You
never
throw
taken
up."
shots. I've done pulls from a handle. I like there's much more to shots because I can control the flow. With shots, I haven't gotten it down yet. I'm very
because I think it all comes down to how you take the shot. Some
Exactly,
people
yeah.
don't know how.
I'm pretty sure I'm
They
one of those people.
they kind of drink it, like they kind of put it like take it all into their mouth at once. That's what she said.
Oh.
Is that didn't work? But
I mean, it did, but continue.
that's not what she would say, but that's something she would do.
Oh, we're getting okay. Just continue, man.
That didn't really work. Anyways, so they take it all they take it all in their mouth and then and then swallow it.
But the beginners always spit it out.
It's in my eyes. How's that even possible?
No. No, but the pros, they just take it all down their throat.
Straight to the back of the throat.
Yeah.
No
I'm
gag-
being
no
dead
gag
serious. Like, obviously, this has like a very bad
It's
meaning
real warm as it
too.
goes down.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, that's what
It
I
just
try to do when I
warms your
take shots.
throat.
They just never. I try to throw it back as fast as I can.
Yeah, that's what.
But it never goes down easily. It always just hits the back, bounces back. I'm just sitting there going.
See, that's just all in your head. That's all mental. You just
Yeah,
gotta
it's all mental,
throw
man.
it down. If you think about it like you're just taking a drink of water, you throw it back and you swallow it. You just before you taste it, it's down.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I've never done or wanted to do or been good at shots.
It's just a mental block.
I've always just done straight pulls from the handle. I always preferred
I
that.
feel like that's
Okay.
I can control the flow, and I only do that if I like it. So like Cherry Evan Williams, oh my god, that's my favorite just to drink straight.
That shit's
Tennessee honey.
gross. No, that
No.
shit's gross.
I can't believe you just called Cherry Evan Williams
the
gross.
flavored whiskeys
Evan
are
Lyons
gross
will
as
hear
hell.
about this, and he'll have your ass.
The flavored whiskeys are gross as fuck, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, ever since
Yes.
I graduated high school.
I like straight whiskey or straight bourbon, not
I'm
the
I'm
flavored
there
shit.
yet. Jimmy Mapple's good straight.
I do not like Jim at
Okay,
all.
never mind.
At all. Do not like it at all.
I like that more than the cherry and the honey by a lot.
Well, I've never
I do not
had.
like Jim Beam.
It kind of tastes like it's
can't-
kind of like an apple pie, you know? Like it's
No,
kind of
like I want to make bourbon and Coke, and I can't do
why?
that. The apple really throws me off.
I like drinking that straight the most out of any of the flavored whiskeys or bourbons.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about the apple really.
I do Jim Beam Apple and ginger ale. That used to be my favorite.
Oh, baby, that sounds good.
Mhm.
Dakota, speaking of drinks, you wanna
Not your fucking bitch.
Yeah, what?
come on?
I
I
got the
can't get
last
out of
one.
here. I can't get out of
You
here.
think he can? Look at him.
Yeah, he
He's
just
gotta do that.
stands up and
It's called
jumps
effort.
over.
Just freaking move your mic.
I can't.
Get
I
up.
I
Or
am
we
the
can-
star of the show.
Fuck you.
I can't
Fuck you.
leave.
Fuck
This
you.
topics.
Go.
Do you
Or
agree
we
with
just
this,
wrap
Eric?
this up and we can do that.
We're talking to our fans about we're thinking we want to do like
listeners.
write-ins. Like they write in what topic they want us to hear.
What
Like
they
they
want
want
us to
to
talk
hear
about.
us talk
Just-
about.
What, just something they're interested that they want to hear our take on?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get.
I think that would be wonderful
That-
for.
I think that's
our
a
podcast.
good idea.
Mhm.
You know, at least we know we're talking about what they want to hear. It'll be good ideas for us.
Good idea for audience engagement, guys. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
And-
the biggest thing about podcasts and entertainment is audience
And
engagement,
here's the
I
thing,
think.
hey, if we use your idea, we will give you a shout out.
We'll give you $5, $500,
Connor will give you $5.
$500 each for the winner of the topic.
The winner? Can we have more than one topic?
No, whoever wins the topic.
No, disagree. I think if we use your topic in a podcast,
We'll write it down and
you will you will move to the top of the list of guest speakers on the podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
maybe we'll mention your name for sure, though, that it was your topic idea.
Okay, you'll get credit.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
yeah, I do too. And I think this is a good place to end it. So, thank you all for tuning in. I know it's been a while since we've done this. And, I want you guys to give us a little break because we're a little rusty, kind of trying to figure out new ideas and what we should do for future podcasts. So, but I just want to say thank you all for listening. Like, subscribe on on YouTube, not Instagram. We don't have one of those. We'll make one. Follow us on Twitter. At what is our Twitter name?
It is at DadPadPRD.
At DadPadPRD. Follow us on there. Like, subscribe on YouTube, and please tune in for the next episode. Thank you guys, and peace.
Thanks, guys.